Hey, hi there, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to do the easiest beef jerky you have ever seen. It's really good. If you're into hot stuff, it'll be right up your alley. If you're not, you can swap out the sauce I use and do something that's okay for you. So what we've got here is a piece of silver side or corned beef. You can just use regular beef if you like. Something sharp to cut it with, and some hot sauce. So in this instance I'm using Nando's peri peri sauce in hot. I'll usually use that or the extra hot. And if you look on the back of the nutritional panel, you'll see it's very low carb, so pretty safe. If you use some of the other like barbecue sauce, that can be very high sugar content. That's something to look at if you are trying to watch your carb intake. So I've got my beef, I've got my bowl, I've got my sauce, I've got a tray. So what we're going to be using today is a dehydrator. So I think I picked this one up off of Facebook Marketplace for about 50 bucks. I don't think they're much more than that new, but if you don't have a dehydrator, then you can put a wire rack in a low oven and then cook that, because we're going to pop this beef into the dehydrator for a good 5 or 6 hours. So right, let's get into it. So what we're looking at with the beef is we're looking to see which way the grain goes. So if you can see here, that's running side to side. So if we slice the jerky strips this way, then you're going to be constantly battling to try and get that bite off of there. So what we do is spin that around, and then we've got the grain running through this way, which means that when you can basically tear off or bite off chunks a lot easier than if we cut it that way. So what we're looking for is probably three or 4 mil slices, like so. So I could also cut it through half and get thinner slices if I wanted to. Okay, that's our beef cut. You can pretty much use any meat, any red meat for this that you like. So one thing I didn't mention is, unlike I would normally do, you need to trim the fat off here. And the only reason for that is that it's the first bit that will go off or go rancid. So if you don't chew through it quickly, then it's the fatty bits that will catch you out. But in all honesty, it doesn't hang around our place long enough to find out. So the next phase, grab a bowl, slosh a bit of hot sauce in there, and then get the meat in there. If you're a super hot fiend, then you could add extra chili flakes to this. But like I said before, barbecue sauce is in theory really good, but it is incredibly sugary, like 30 or 40% sugar. So avoid that if you can. If you're not doing low carb or you're not worried about sugar intake, then pretty much any sauce you choose will be fine. Okay, so I've got that in there, and then I give it a good old Oh, look at that. What a magnificent sound. Okay, now some people say you should let that marinate for a while. I generally don't, because I don't think it makes an awful lot of difference. So the next phase is we just grab our dehydrator rack, or wire rack if you're using the oven, and I lay out the jerky strips, leaving a little gap between them. That just seems to help it dry out a bit quicker. One little bit. Now I'll pop that into the dehydrator and rinse and repeat. Now initially I'll set that to around 6 hours, and at full temperature. In my particular dehydrator, the bottom seems to dry out a lot quicker than the top, so I will rotate the racks every couple of hours just to make sure everything's evenly dehydrated. So there we have it, our nice easy as beef jerky. Hope you enjoyed that little super quick recipe. Hey, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you got a little bit out of it. My name's been Alan, and you can find me at carbsurvivor.com or obviously on this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.